Hi guys and welcome back to our channel. Today we'll be analyzing Bitcoin, Ethereum and the Euro-Dollar cross. We will see where they might move over the next weeks and months. Please subscribe to our channel if you want us to keep releasing technical analysis for free, while to receive our newsletter, our real-time alerts generated by our robot, then you might want to join our growing community on Patreon. You will find the link in the description field. Let's start with Bitcoin. In May the 23rd, I've sent a newsletter to my Patreons, as you can see here, 23rd of May, where actually Bitcoin at the time was worthy. We see it here, $31,672 US, and actually I've been writing the following. I've been suggesting to buy Bitcoin, stating that, as you can see here, we will see the Bitcoin rise very strongly, and I can anticipate that Bitcoin prices will be higher than the current ones. So on May the 23rd, at the time Bitcoin was worthy neither 32,000 US dollars, 31,672, as we can see here. I was alerting my patrons to buy Bitcoin with a target, we can see it here at 4850 K, okay, thousand US dollar. I wrote it here. It has been a very rare opportunity to buy cheaper. Okay, so let's see where I state here actually buy for a rebound till 40K, 48K, 50K. Okay, so at the time again, Bitcoin was here 31,000 and almost 800 US dollar, and I've been alerting my patron to buy Bitcoin for a rebound till this area 50,000 US dollar. So what is happening right now in terms of cyclicity is that for the very first time, if we analyze the Magnus cycle, the white curve is broken below the dash threshold, which is a negative signal, yet while the slope of the shorter cycle is now negative, which is again a negative signal, the orange one is still horizontal. Okay, so we will need before to see the white curve crossing below the orange one and the orange one getting negative in terms of slope before stating that the current bull trend is definitely over. Okay, so now if you want to receive our analysis on Bitcoin, you might want to join our growing community on Patreon. So I cannot state everything what I should be expecting about Bitcoin over the next months. Definitely, I do believe we are going to rebound till this area. Okay, from here we see a strong line of X supports, now resistances. And actually we will see then if we will see here in terms of cycle the red curve crossing below the azure one, with the two curves actually moving downwards with a slope negative. That will be the end of the current bull trend for Bitcoin. In one of my other newsletters to my patrons, I've been stating that July was the most important month for Bitcoin. Now, if we analyze the previous cycle, we know that the entire cycle was lasting 3.5 years, with 2 years of bull run and 1.5 years of bearish momentum. Right now, in terms of bull run, I've been calculating that the peak would have been in terms of, obviously in terms of timing, not in terms of absolute value for the Bitcoin, was July. So I calculated 2 months of standard deviation, which means May and September should be the end of the current bull trend. We also know that cycles tend to be different in terms of both amplitude and length. The length is the difference, is the distance between 2 points of lows. Okay, in this case was November 15 and May 19. Okay, so actually if we would have the same amplitude, we should be expecting a point of low late in 2023, okay, where actually we will be buying massively Bitcoin. What we don't know so far is actually Bitcoin will be going below this area at 20K thousand, but step by step. So right now we expect a strong rebound, strong movement till 48,000 US dollar. then we will not be actually we will be very careful not to be fooled out by the price action. This is something that I will be actually announcing my strategy to my patrons. So let's move on. Let's analyze the Ethereum. Here, what we see for Ethereum is that Ethereum has a relative strength much higher when compared with Bitcoin. So what we should be expecting for Ethereum is that actually, or a great buying area for Ethereum will be this area from where it's passing by the lower band around $1,400. Personally, I will be a buyer, a strong buyer, once we will see Ethereum over the next weeks hitting this area at $1,400. It is going to happen what I've been forecasting for Bitcoin. So we will see a bloody momentum with traders in retail traders mostly very careful, very scared about the price action. They will be actually very disappointed, but it will be a great area from where we should be buying massively Ethereum. So if you have got which actually was exactly what I was asking my patrons to do, I said at $31,700, I clearly stated that we will have seen Bitcoin over the next weeks going up, which actually is happening. At the time, everyone was frustrated, but I said, okay, let's stay calm, let's analyze the price action, let's not be fooled out by the news. Then the news count like zero, while the cyclicity is the most important factor able to drive the markets. Okay, so keep in mind this area, 1,400 to maximum $1,500. We are definitely buying massively Ethereum. That will be a rebound inside probably the beginning of the downtrend, which means we're buying at 1,400 or $1,500 with the very first target around this area, $2,300. But then we will be to clearly change the strategy. I've been warning my patrons not to use any more breakout strategies, which was the strategy that we were using over the last few months. We will be then switching to buying on weakness, so buying on supports. And actually the two bands are fundamental in order to understand where Ethereum will find a strong dynamic support. So this area 1415 will be an extraordinary opportunity to buy Ethereum much cheaper. Okay, now let's move on and let's analyze the euro dollar. I've been sending a report, a very detailed report about the euro dollar cross. I cannot reveal all the details, but what is quite interesting right now, this is a weekly chart, is that the euro dollar is pointing higher. Actually, that is in accordance with my prediction. Over the next 6 years, in terms of peak for the euro dollar, I've been forecasting the euro moving till 1.70, if not 1.80 against the US dollar. The maximum, the previous all-time high was at 170. There is a slightly bullish tendency over the last 40 years. We know that euro was not here in 1980, but it's possible to actually to backtest the data. So I do believe we might see within the 2026 the euro dollar going to hit 1.70, 1.80 against the US dollar. Right now we are inside the ascending phase of the bull cycle. Soon we will see the two cycles pointing down, actually not very soon, because this is a weekly chart, and that will be a fantastic opportunity for us to buy the euro dollar even cheaper, 1.15 US dollar. If we will have the chance to buy at 1.15 US dollar, it will be a once on a time, which means a rare opportunity for us to buy euro against US dollar. Right now we have space till 1.27 against, so euro against US dollar. I'm strongly bullish for the euro against US dollar. US dollar is going to get weaker and weaker over the next years. So very first target for our multi-year strategies here at 1.40, then second target for us will be 1.60 with excursion, as said, till 170, 180. Thank you guys.